I am required to tell you guys that some of the things I may say may upset a couple of people. I'm also required to say that I have stopped taking my medication, and what you hear, well, it may be the unfiltered me. Let's go. Good afternoon, people. Doing a little bit of a blog post, kind of an editorial of what a couple things that I want to say. I draw, and I think I'm pretty damn good. As a matter of fact, I know I'm pretty damn good. You can see by the evidence. And I have a certain style and a certain amount of things that I like to draw. Now, I have somebody that I work with that also draws. And the main point of contention that we have is, in my vision, art styles. I like a certain type of art style. It's something that I draw to, and that person, that's not really their style, so they actually think it's beneath them. And that made me think. That actually made me think of how we in the gaming community actually treat people of different consoles or different, well, PCs and consoles. Let's just face it like that. So, let's address something. Console gamers are a necessity to PCs. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that these PC Master Race guys really should be thinking console gamers. What? That sounds weird. That sounds as the PC is more powerful, and why should they be thanking the console peasants? Well, give me a minute and I can actually get into why. So, when we're talking about gaming and how gaming started, of course, it was computers. And then we had the explosion of the home consoles. Now, they were jinky, and it was dozens of home consoles, different iterations of one consoles. And that led to one of the biggest things that happened. And that's Atari. Atari put out so much crap. And I hit the Atari 7700. Atari put out so much crap that it actually killed the Western gaming market. And it was kind of a sad times. And I wasn't fully developed as a gamer in order to have that time, but I did have the 7600. And in comes Nintendo. Nintendo actually came to the rescue with the NES, and it actually brought the rise of, again, console gamings, and then we had other companies actually get into the gaming. And what was PC gaming? PC gaming mostly were for adventure games, point-and-click adventures. But then we had, in my mind, what's considered the rise of some of the best gaming out there, the rise of Blizzard. Now, Blizzard, I'm not gonna lie, one of the things that got me into PC gaming was Diablo, the original one. And actually Warcraft 2, I really love that. I remember being in high school and we had a video gaming club. And that kind of brought PC gaming back. And of course, Quake. And you can say Doom, but I remember Quake. We used to just multiplayer Quake. And that was my introduction to mostly PC gaming. Those companies that, and I know there were some, I know it was some other games that a lot of people actually played, and I'm just bringing out what's stuck to my mind. But it was just funny because that's what kind of catapulted PC gamers. You know, we had other things. We had from the Nintendo to the Genesis and the Super Nintendo and then the PlayStation. And in that era where we started getting PlayStation 2 and multi-platform games, and led to right now, of course, we have some horrible multi-platform games. Case in point, the abomination that was a certain Unity, and I don't mean a gaming engine, of, let's just say, a Pacific Creed. Assassin's Creed. We had Assassin's Creed Unity, which was hot garbage. And we had, you know, some good ones, some good multi-platform games. Let's just say it, the Assassin's Creed 2 was actually awesome. And I'm actually streaming that on my Twitch channel. When it came down to it, console gamers actually brought that awareness back. It brought the awareness back and made gaming more widespread. That's why you have the explosion of PC gaming. Hell, that's why you have Steam. Because gaming became so much more popular. And of course, there was some things going on with, you know, how PC's architecture changed and PC versus Mac and all that other good stuff. But gaming was carried by the console. And so what does that mean for going now into the future? Well, quite clearly, we need strong competition between both of them. And I don't mean in the sense of a super controller monopoly. That's not what I mean. Example, PlayStation 2 was so good. They were on top of the world that they thought they can do anything for the PlayStation 3 era. PlayStation 3, they failed because they thought they were on top of the world. And that's when you get the 360 rise. The 360 thought it was on top of the world. And by the end of the generation, it kind of, Sony caught up. They actually caught up, and in some estimates surpassed. If you are a PC gamer, you need us console gamers. And it's not because just of the multi-plats or just for the gaming. It's the fact of competition. And yeah, there is good and bad of that competition. Let's be honest. When you have a frame rate cap built into a game because they want console parities, that's false competition. That's false togetherness. But I tell you this, for you guys that says PCs have some of the best games, a PC company, just purely PC publisher, will never just put out a game where they can devote massive amounts of monies to it and not care about a big return like a console company. For God's sakes, I played Horizon Zero Dawn, and a PC company would have never made that game. Never made the game where it has that much just focus on that. That was Sony's console game. And you can say the same thing about, you know, the Gears of War or Halo. And console players, I'm one of you guys. And this isn't some silly appeal to I'm on your side listening. I want competition, because without competition, there's no room to grow. And just like necessity, competition is the mother of invention. As for me, guys, I'm gonna stick to a console because I don't have the time to build a PC, and contrary to popular belief, building a PC that runs the top tier graphics in games does cost a lot of money. And so I'm gonna stick to my simple console. It works for me, it works for the game that I like to do. And hell, it may work for you. PC may work for you. But guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Remember, hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, we're trying to make 100 subs. Peace.